You check your credit score and your heart sinks. It has dropped 50 points overnight. You panic. Did you miss a payment? Did someone steal your identity? You check your history. Every single payment was made on time. You have zero late fees. You paid off the full balance by the due date. By all logical metrics, you are the perfect borrower. But to the algorithm, you look like a high-risk debtor. Why? Because you fell into the utilization trap. The banking system has a hidden deadline that is completely separate from your payment due date, and if you don't know when it is, you are accidentally sabotaging your own score every single month. Welcome back. Today, we're deconstructing the most misunderstood metric in the FICO scoring model, credit utilization. Most people obsess over payment history, which makes up 35% of your score. But right behind it, accounting for 30% of your entire financial reputation, is amounts owed, specifically your utilization ratio. This ratio measures how much of your available credit you are currently using. If you have a $10,000 limit and your balance is $5,000, your utilization is 50%. It is critical to understand why this matters. In the eyes of the risk algorithm, high utilization signals financial distress. It suggests you need credit to survive daily life. Even if you have the cash in the bank to pay it off, the algorithm cannot see your bank account. It only sees the debt. Therefore, the system lowers your score to warn other lenders that you might be over-leveraged. Here is the mechanical flaw that traps responsible people. Most users believe that if they pay their bill in full by the due date, their balance is reported as zero. This is false. Credit card issuers do not report your balance to the bureaus on your due date. They report it on your statement closing date. This date is crucial. It is usually 21 to 25 days before your bill is actually due. This creates a reporting lag that most consumers are completely unaware of. Let's look at the math to see how you get trapped. Imagine your statement closes on the 1st of the month, but your payment isn't due until the 25th. On the 28th, you buy a new laptop for $2,000. You plan to pay it off next month. 3 days later, on the 1st, the statement closes. The bank's computer takes a hard snapshot of your account. At that exact second, you owe $2,000. The bank sends that number, $2,000, to Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. Weeks later, on the 25th, you pay the bill in full. You paid zero interest, you were responsible, but mechanically it is too late. The credit bureau has already updated your permanent file saying you are carrying a high balance. Your score drops because the algorithm thinks you are in debt, even though you have already paid it off. This is called high utilization reporting, and it affects millions of profiles every day. So, how do the top 1% of credit users manipulate this mechanic? They use a strategy known as all zero except one, or AZEO. The trick is to ignore the due date for reporting purposes. Instead, you must pay your balance down before the statement closing date. If you pay the bill 3 days before the statement closes, the snapshot will show a zero balance. When that report hits the bureau, your utilization is reported as 0%. The algorithm sees you as low risk because you appear to be using no credit at all, maximizing your credit potential. This creates the illusion of financial perfection. However, there is a nuance you must follow. If all your cards report zero balance every month, the FICO model can actually penalize you slightly for non-use or inactivity. It looks like you stopped using credit entirely. That is why the strategy is except one. You leave a tiny balance on one single card to prove activity, while paying all other cards to zero before the statement date. Ultimately, the credit scoring system is not a measure of your wealth or your responsibility. It is a measure of your ability to play a game with specific, hidden rules. The due date is for avoiding interest. The statement date is for optimizing your score. Knowing the difference is the key to mastering the algorithm and forcing the banking system to work for you rather than against you. If you want to learn more about how banks calculate your limits, watch this breakdown next. Thanks for watching.